and they just NWA having total control of B. I mean, they can just do freely whatever they want. Nate's been playing with that pistol and just pistol rushing, but looks like is this an AC strat that you were talking about?
Yeah, it looks like it. They're all heading up the right-hand side for the insurgents.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think this is an AC strat. Dendo with that pistol.
And it looks like they're NWA starting to figure out and respond to it. You see Jaeger starting to look over to A to see if anybody's entering it.
Oh, and Wamp is pushing. Will Wamp call for a pre-fire from Jaeger? Yes, he does. He's trying to distract him. Oh, Wamp sees the pistol. Wamp pushing in, and pre-fires and gets the kill. But meanwhile, on B, oh my goodness, Jaeger might get taken down. It's a 2v2.
And MDMA is basically using the AC strat almost as a bait to get on B. They sent 2 players B and were able to catch them off guard, thinking that they were only going to A in that instance.
Yeah, and Wamp pushes out to B, touches B, looks for his player, and he's gonna get taken down. And that's the second round for MDMA. Too many acronyms.
And those are the types of strats you have to do against a team that was undefeated in the regular season. You have to switch up your strategies to do something different. So you're not just expecting the same routes, the same strategies every single time, do the same lane the same way, because it's really easy to do that. It's really easy to go to the same position, do the same pre-fire, or take the same tactic, rush the same lane. So it's really good to see MDMA switching that up, and they got the round win out of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. I mean, the distraction, like you called it, the distraction by A, it was pretty interesting. Usually when you do an AC strat, but they left nobody on C. C was wide open. But
yeah,
you know, NWA played into that. Marmite playing super aggressive, gets picked off by Jaeger. Dendo playing in a cafe, looking for a kill. Nate hears him with the pistol, but no,
wow,
Dendo's
nice
gonna get
flick.
the kill. Dendo just jumping all over the place. Eventually gets taken down by Murdoch, and then in apartments, Zorito pushing, gets the kill onto Fisher, and now it's going to be a 4v2. Zorito proving dominant up into apartments.
And now you see MDMA is kind of locked into their half of the map, and they're going to have to, there's very few flanking routes right now that aren't covered on the outside by NWA right now.
And then we're going to see security step on to B. Jaeger on B. Phaser looking for the kill. GFM playing slow. Does he see him? Yes, he does. There's going to be a kill by GFM. High Heat getting taken down from Dark Window, and Phaser going down by Murdoch. It's going to be 8-2 in the half. And we're going to see a team switch right now.
Yeah, really good half by NWA right now. They basically, for the first half, they ended up locking MDMA into their own half of the map and forced them to make a move into a dominant position for most of those rounds by NWA. When you're sitting on B and you can cover every angle, and you know what side of the map that the opposite team is coming in, it makes it a lot easier for your team and forces them to get into positions that normally you wouldn't want to go into.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nate and Jaeger doing work for NWA. Nate was pistol rushing B, and MDMA just needs to step it up. Maybe security is their side. You know, NWA playing objective so well throughout the whole entire match. 8-2, first round of the half. Let's see what they have.
Strike frag.
No cross picks coming out, and looks like Zorito pushing through Cafe with that Sterling, and the Wamp getting the first kill on the High Heat. The refrag from Fisher. Murdoch now in apartments. And Murdoch's gonna push. He's got to be careful though. He gets taken down by Marmite, and Jaeger with 2 kills of his own. And now it's gonna be a 3v1.
Looks like NWA was very successful on pushing 2 into apartments that time. They ended up getting a bunch of frags off of that. Looks like Nice is trying to sneak around and see if he can get at least defend B here, but it's going to be tough with 3 people looking right at it. Gets 1 frag.
He does get 1. He's pushing through. He's got to be careful from Cafe, and there's that jump. 9-2. Yeah, players jumping around. It's kind of hard because you can't shoot while you're jumping in this game. So you kind of need to keep your feet on the ground unless you're crossing somewhere and trying not to get cross-picked.
That's a lot of noise, and noise is very important inside of Insurgency.
Yeah, I totally agree. You see that from other video games, right? Like a lot of people get used to jumping, but it really does not help you in this game.
No, you're not able to fire while jumping. It creates a lot of noise. And generally, especially in late round scenarios where, especially if you're the last one left, if the other team is probably making no noise and are listening everywhere or trying to figure out where you are, so any kind of noise is going to be bad in that scenario.
Sound is key. Murdoch with that AK-74 rushing apartment. One doesn't get the kill. Oh, now he does. So Cerrito and Murdoch getting a kill. Nate getting taken down by Captain Fisher. So it's going to be a 4v3. 3v3 now. Fisher taking down Murdoch from that balcony position. Very funny. Cerrito passing right by High Heat. Cerrito getting a kill. He just needs to look down onto B. High Heat knows he's there.
Yeah, High Heat's been sitting on B, but not on the actual point for a while now. Interesting spot.
They called him out. Cerrito's going to look for him. Does he actually get called out? Now, High Heat's going to push through Garage. Looks like Cerrito will be the one to step onto B, as well as Wamp. Wamp needs to look towards Arts to be careful. And he's going to take down High Heat, and now it's going to be 10-2. So almost an identical score, Alex, compared to what they got in the regular season.
Yeah, and we are on match point. So if NWI can take this, they're going to win this round. It is a best of 5, first to 3 wins. So establishing an early lead, it's going to be tough for MDMA to come back. But we saw when they were switching up their strats that they have the ability to win any one of these rounds.
Yeah, I mean, they can definitely bring it back. I mean, MDMA just needs to start kind of winning their lanes. You know, and NWA just proving dominant in their kills, in their objectives, and their map play. 10-2. This could be match point, Alex.
See some early trade 4-on-4. 2 more for NWA. Down to 2 left. High Heat is just sitting on B right now. Same spot as he was before.
Going for that nade on B. Is he going to get it? No, it lands on the stall and does not get the kill. High Heat pushes through. Takes down Cubby, and Fisher takes down another. Oh, High Heat picks that one out to 1v1. How did he do that? He's got it. High Heat has to stay alive.
Cerrito was the last to fire. Does he know he's there? Oh, no. And that is the round and the match for NWA.
So NWA wins the first map, best of 5. So 11-2. Next map will be Market. So let's bring it back over to the desk and let's see what we had. I know Torix, what did you see? You know, 11-2 back and forth gameplay. Let's bring it back to the desk. So what did you see there from NWA and MDMA?
So the first half, I think, is the big story. NWA dominating everywhere, running all over B. Obviously, Nate and Jaeger playing very well for their team. Zarito playing very well too. Usually getting a kill on abs. He would get refragged by Fisher often, but constantly pressuring abs, allowing Jaeger and Nate to run around on the map. Murdoch pushing garage several times. Um, Fisher definitely playing well for his team in apps, but we didn't see a lot of B denial from NDMA on the NWA. So we didn't see nades. We didn't see a lot of successful cross picks. They did get cross picked a lot by NWA. So definitely NWA just took control all over the map. I would have liked to see maybe more AC stuff, switch up of the pressure, trying to break the stacks. It seemed NDMA played a little bit scared in some respects. So the first half, I think, was dominant. We didn't see a lot of security play on the second half, but they did make a valiant attempt. But 11-2, very similar to the earlier season match on this map. So I'm surprised MDMA opted to play NWA on this map. So
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, just kind of a similar score to what happened during the season. Um, Yeah, and two, what we're gonna see here is the stamina from both teams, because up until this point, no team has played a best of 5. So this is a lot of video games to play in one sitting for a lot of these teams. Typically teams will play a best of 3, but this is the first time we've done a best of 5. So we'll see going into the latter half of the finals how these teams still hold up.
Yeah,
definitely.
here. As soon as you have like a marathon game session like that too, I find like the social communication between people breaks down quickly as well. So as soon as you go over one round and you have like maybe somebody messing up during that first match, that can carry through to other matches. Does your team get quiet? Do they communicate still? Are they doing callouts, or are they just kind of resigned to that loss? So we're gonna have to see MDMA bounce back from that, and hopefully continue to help each other out instead of just kind of getting quiet or not doing callouts, that sort of thing.
And it looks like we're going to have a little pause here, so we're going to take a quick little break, and we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. So just stay tuned for Map 2 of the European Finals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back here. Looks like the teams are getting situated now. So second map is going to be a market. What can you tell us about a market from your experience, Alex?
So Market is an interesting one to have right after District, because District seems to be a little bit of a tighter map that has very focused lanes. And while Market does have that, there's a lot more flanking routes and a lot more open spaces. There's going to be a lot of push for both sides for B control, especially with smokes, to alleviate some of the sniper fire down the main street in the middle of the map. But generally, this has like a lot more options in terms of strategies, and doesn't just require you to win your one specific lane and go to the same lane over and over again.
Yeah, I agree. It's, you know, they need to get the smoke up to kind of let them cross. District, you know, definitely more formal in the lane category, with people being able to play. You know, it's like 5 lanes that you can play, et cetera, and then for Market, you know, it's kind of a little more flowing.
Yeah, and depending on what side you are, you might want to push the opposing team's objective, so the one that they've already captured. If you're insurgents, that means you're pushing A. If you're security, that means you're pushing C a lot more often. And depending on the side you're on, you might want to push B, especially setting up with smokes and trying to get an early capture to try to offset a couple early kills against your side. So smokes, especially on B, are a big thing, and capping B out early is a big thing on this map.
Yeah, and those cross picks coming out from NWA proving so crucial on District. We'll see if they can get them now.
Yeah, there's a lot of cross-picking routes on this map. There's at least
Wow.
the ones down the street and down the middle of the map. So.
Wow, Fisher getting 2 cross picks down the street. Nate has already worked his way into Barber, killing 1 as well. And then Nate getting taken down. So it's going to be a 4v2. This is a completely different side of MDMA that we've seen. And there's going to be the first round. Sorry, I got caught up there. Too many acronyms for me right now. But holy cow, Alex. MDMA taking that round pretty decisively.
And you can see the power of cross picks in that first round where two early kills basically decided that round.
Yeah, Captain Fisher getting 2 cross picks at the very beginning. Playing with that MK18. Not something that we usually see, but it worked out for him. Nate got into top Barber on Insurgents. Killed 1, but could not get the second one. Let's see if Fisher can get these pre-fires again, these cross picks. Looks like NWA playing more passive, but Murdoch still gets picked by him. Holy cow. And now Nate needs to do work in top Barber, but Marmite's not having any of it. He takes him down. 4v3 now. This may be their map.
That cross pick spot from Fisher is pretty good. Right in the middle of that tree, right in the middle of that V. He's got 3 frags now in 2 rounds, and establishing an early lead every one of these rounds for his team.
Yeah, proving super detrimental. GFM getting taken down. Looks like we might see an AC strat from NWA. Zorito providing oversight. Wamp trying to find this B player, but not going to have any luck. That's that killer. And MDMA is going to secure B.
And watch El Zorito here. He knows everybody's going to be rushing A, and he's sitting in the courtyard waiting for them to run in.
Yeah, protecting his team. That's such great teamwork from El Zorito. And A is at 90%, so they're going to get capped.
See if they figure this out. They do not. It's already capped. And you see MDMA stop right there. But they've got a chance to recapture A now.
Looks like Fisher trying to go for the spawn camp. NWA trying to find this C player. C at 75%. 45 seconds remaining on the clock. Looks like we are going to see a block front MWA. Marmite looking for this player on C. Is this the last person? Nate has to do something here. And he actually gets taken down. 2-0. MDMA. Wow, Alex.
Yeah, quick flip in fortunes between these two rounds where you have MDMA come out early with some really good picks, and then some good mid-round play as well.
Yeah, just incredible play by MDMA. Just playing completely different than they played on District. The cross picks, the map awareness. I mean, at the end there, it was 3v1.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing a lot of smokes coming out from the from NWA yet. So we'll see if they try to go more B-focused strat this time.
Yeah, Zorito almost got picked off. No cross picks coming out this round. They finally learned their lesson. Zorito going down, and then Murdoch picking down Fisher. Murdoch basically sniping him out with that AKM. And this lower Africa spot is not somewhere that we have seen in the past, but it's been played pretty regularly in the last season or two.
Yeah, it looks like Jaeger's trying to sneak into A, but it is defended by GFM. Both teams playing very passive right now, but gets a pick anyway.
Nate with 2 kills on top blue. What a great head peek that Nate had on that top blue player. Now it's going to be a 4v1, so GFM is going to be forced to do something here. He's got to be careful of this Africa player. The Africa player looks away. But Nate getting another kill. That's 3 kills for Nate that round from Barber. NWA picking up the first round.
Rough luck for GFM that round. He was the last guy left, and on his side of the map, just sitting on A. Definitely hard to go with 4-on-1 into B, and with C so far on the other side. Well, they're capturing basically both of them.
Yeah, and finally, Fisher being taken down by Murdoch. Murdoch really wanted that kill, and he finally got it. Fisher pre-firing from that trees position. So, NWA now coming back. Will they be able to keep it up, though?
It looks like there's not going to be that same pre-fire this round. Fisher is going to move up onto B.
And they've been giving up Barber like every round. Nate now is Barber again. Gets the kill onto Dendo. Does he know? I think he does. Zorito getting a pick of his own. Is this going to be deja vu? Is Nate going to be able to get 3 kills from top blue again? He's looking for this player. Murdoch is on B. Oh, Nate missing Marmite on connector. Gets taken down. And they're trying to keep their B player alive. NWA now on all 3 objectives.
See if Fisher spots him. He only has a second.
Yeah, and B is going to get capped, and they're going to bring back all 2 players, so 5. All 5 players back, and it's just GFM. And he's going to get taken down by Zorito. NWA now countering 2-2.
Yeah, it feels like MDMA played very defensive that round and got locked onto their side of the map. There wasn't that same pre-fire that round from Fisher, which kind of won them the first 2 rounds, and looks like NWA took advantage.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They have to do, MDMA has to do something to stop Nate. Nate has been getting into Barber every round for free. And you can't let a player like Nate do that.
Guys, here comes smoke.
Because he's a good fragger. He's great. So MDMA has to counter him, and it looks like they are going to answer that with sending Marmite to Barber.
There we go, Fisher, another pick at the start of the round.
Oh, and Marmite getting taken down by Nate again. Nate getting another kill onto Dendo.
Nate's going huge.
Yeah, and now it's a 2v2. Fisher knows that this player is in Barber. Wamp knows
Fisher
that
has
there's
the
Barber.
angle.
So Nate's gonna go to top Barber. He's got to be careful of this Shops player. Does GFM see him? He does, but he misses, and Nate instantly goes prone. And now Wamp is on B. GFM's gonna push around, but Wamp is going to get the easy frag onto GFM. B at 50%. Fisher looking for Nate, but not finding him. Nate getting another 3K.
Yeah,
So-
Nate has been going huge in mid round. They were down a player early. It was 5-on-4, and Nate just brought them back with a bunch of nice frags. That Barber control has been huge for them this game.
Yeah, I totally agree, Alex. Nate is a problem right now. You saw Marmite went to Barber, but he just lost the 1v1 versus Nate. And then Nate picked up Dendo right away. So they
And
have...
if you send a 1-on-1 into one of those power positions and you lose it, that's a power position they're going to be able to take, and kind of the reason why that a really good player like Nate can carry that mid round.
He just keeps going Barber. Oh my goodness, and Marmite with the cross pick. Jaeger with the cross pick as well, and now it's already a 5v3. Nate's gonna have free reign onto Barber. Once again, Murdoch and Jaeger pre-firing. Oh, no, left peek versus right peek. Nate gets the kill. Looking for another on blue. He sees him. Does not connect with him. Oh, Nate gets another kill, and it's just GFM. GFM picks up one. Picks up two. Now it's a 3v2. Or sorry, 3v1. My bad. 3v1. And then Nate across the map gets another 3K. That is back to back to back 3Ks, Alex.
Yeah, and it's a really good job by Nate in mid round again. But I think in that round, one of the biggest differences was GFM responded a little bit late from A when his team started going down. He was just sitting on it, and there hasn't been really an A push so far. So that's one of those scenarios where, like, he did well at the end of the round. He got 2 kills, but if he reacted faster, he might have been able to help save them mid round.
Yeah, and I think you bring up a great point, Alex. On market, what we're typically going to see is, GFM kind of he's played a decent amount, but at the competitive level, you have to push off of A lot sooner. If you don't, like you said, your team kind of gets taken down.
Yeah, and if players get taken down early, like what's just happening on this side of the map, you kind of get locked on your side of the map. And it's going to be hard for them to press onto B. They can't really flank around to C that well from that position, and puts the team in a little bit of a deficit.
And already now a 5v1. Fisher finally taking out Nate, but B is at 90%. This is going to be hard for Fisher to recover. Oh my goodness, Fisher leapfrogging from the table up to top Kebab. Getting a kill. But 1v4. Not impossible. Just going
Not impossible. He's got to get at least a frag from up here, because he's in exposed position and somebody saw him already.
Yeah, with 1 minute remaining on the clock. Yeah, and Jaeger's going to take him down. Nate was creeping up Barber, so if Jaeger hadn't have got it, then it would have been Nate. So yeah, Jaeger that round, 2 kills. 1 pre-fire, and he got another kill onto, I believe, top Kebab, crossing the blue bridge.
Yeah, let's see. I think we're at 5-2 now, and so MDMA probably has to start switching something up. Send somebody off of A or do an AC strat. Get onto B earlier, but these cross picks have basically determined a lot of the starting parts of this game.
And it's crazy that you see a flip-flop between the cross picks, right? Like first Fisher was
Yeah.
pre-firing, and now it's NWA pre-firing. And Nate is just running into Barber for free again. Oh, and he gets naded by Fisher. Fisher's had enough of that. Throws a nade, and now B is at 50% though for the Insurgents. And B at 75%.
It looks like the Insurgents have some pretty good angles on B right now. If any of the security team tries to step on it.
Yeah, and Fisher actually got a kill after the round. High Heat looking, but not finding. Fisher staying
Nice,
alive.
gets the spawn camp.
Fisher hears this player underneath him, and the player underneath him hears him. So they're kind of just like looking around, trying to find each other. Meanwhile, High Heat gets taken down on A. Fisher's gonna jump down, it looks like. Finally on B, but A at 90%, so Zorito's gonna bring back his whole entire team right now. And 60 seconds remaining. Fisher drops and gets the kill. Beautiful play by Fisher, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough, Alex.
Yeah, it's like a couple seconds too late. Three people respawning. They're going to be sitting on B. We're going to see another trade probably on B unless there's a quick frag right here from Wong.
Yeah, he's looking for the kill but doesn't find it. They respawn their team. There's 30 seconds remaining. I mean, anything is possible. Fisher needs to stay alive. Does he see this Barber player? Jaeger and him are right next to each other.
It's going to be tough to get into A. Zorito set up a spawn camp. Waiting for somebody to run in.
Fisher goes down. GFM gets in. So it's a 3v3. It's a crazy split that we have here. High Heat's trying to make his way to C and force them to play AC.
There's A down, so looks like B is the last hope.
Yeah, and B gets taken down. Jaeger takes down Dendo from Cubby. B at 90%. High Heat's gonna have to come off, but it's too little, too late. It was anyone's game there for a little bit though.
Yeah, it was close. They stepped on C just a little bit too late there at the end of the round, but a close match. We had to flip on B right at the midpoint of the round, but it wasn't enough. Allowed them to set up a spawn camp and pick off a couple coming in to B.
Yeah, it was a great play there by both teams. Just NWA kind of squeeze it out there at the end. MDMA just having a tough time in the middle of the round. So 6-2 in favor of NWA. This is a best of 5. We are on the second map, Market. We'll see what these two teams have in store. There's a cross pick coming out. Marmite gets a cross pick with that MP5. Nate
Through
already.
the smoke too.
Oh my goodness, Nate picks off one with a beautiful right peek. He knows this player is underneath him. They are trying to stop Nate, but Nate is a force to be reckoned with. Oh, Nate gets another. Nate gets another! That's 3 kills! Oh my goodness, what a right peek. Can he get 4? He gets 4, he gets 4 kills! Nate going for the ace.
Just a god from Barber.
Oh my goodness. Nate getting 4 kills from Barber.
They have no answer for that position right now.
Yeah, and it looks like GFM being subbed out in actual. So MDMA did have to get subs. So it looks like now they're going to have an actual MDMA player come in. So this could prove to be detrimental for NWA.
It's going to be a little bit tougher. He's on a little bit of the higher side of ping, although it is lowering as I'm watching it. But,
yeah, it is. But, Shield is a great player coming in here now. So this could be what MDMA needed. But they literally, like you said, they have no answer for Nate. Nate keeps playing the Barber position. Oh my goodness, Marmite misses, and Nate flicks on him. Trying to play this top blue position. Nate gets surrounded by security and finally gets taken down. But B has been capped to 50%, And now it's a 4v1.
Yeah, Fisher's going to have to push into this area where 4 players are going to end up looking, and he
Yeah.
gets taken down.
Yeah, and that's going to be the half. NWA 8-2.
So let's see if MDMA has a better strategy for the other side of this map. Obviously you can take different strategies. It's not mirrored for both sides. They have different weapons and different routes. And let's see if MDMA has something in store for us from Insurgent Spawn.
And Nate got 17 kills that half. I mean, he got 3 rounds, he got 3 kills. And 1 round, he got 4 kills. I mean, Barber was such a problem.
Even the rounds he was dying, they tended to be late and after he'd already gotten a couple kills. So it's just a great job by Nate so far this game.
And here we are going into the half. But Shield is here now. I'm not sure if he's had time to warm up, though. Coming in cold against a team like NWA is pretty hard. So 8-2, the second map in the best of 5. 5v5 firefight. Oh my god, I did it! And a crossbit coming out, connector to connector. Fisher nading top shops. Not connecting. Dindo with that Sterling. Getting a kill. Gotta be careful about breathing when you're playing. Yeah, and that's the problem. Dindo played that top Barber position, but held his breath. And you can actually hear that. Players can actually hear you holding your breath. Marmite going down and High Heat going down. So it's going to be 9-2 NWA taking the first round of the half.
Quick work that time. You did see a little bit of Barber being a power position, at least at the start of the round there. But you definitely, like you said, that breath hold and the being able to hear that player might have meant that they weren't able to carry through that power position for the rest of the round.
Yeah, and NWA just doing a much better job than MDMA did about holding that Barber position on security's side. I mean, literally was their downfall. Crosspicks and Barber are such a big deal on this map. Insurgents having a little easier time getting to Barber. Jaeger trying to get a crosspick, looks for one, doesn't connect, but definitely slows them down. Nate, famous Barber player, running across, looking for a pick on a B. Not gonna get one, and there's a nice kill by Marmite.
Shield basically emptied an entire clip trying to get him across that bridge.
And there's Nate from top Barber. Dindo looking for a kill, but he's gonna get picked off by Murdoch, and Yater gets another kill. It's gonna be 4v2, 4v1. What can High Heat do?
I think he's gonna try to go to A, but yeah, gets hit crossing the street.
Yeah, he's gonna get picked going across the street. NWA just has total Barber control, and it's proving to be very important. As we saw on the first half of Market, MDMA could not hold Barber.
Yeah, they're really good at communicating, watching all the holes and where the players are going. As soon as they know that the last player is on the other side of the map, they're looking at the right angle on A, they're looking at all the right angles on B, and they're establishing it early after they get picks.
Yeah, and 10-2, this could be match point, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a dominating position for NWA. It looks like MDMA is going to have to come up with something different here if they want to be able to pull this out.
And no crossbits coming out by MDMA. Jaeger getting a pick. Murdoch getting a pick. Nate getting a pick as well. Not looking good. 5v2. B is at 50% for security. He's getting picked off by Murdoch, aiming just too far to the left. So Marmite all by himself. 5v1. They're going to step off of B and keep B at 99% for that free cap.
And looks like Fisher disconnected, but he's already dead. But this is going to be tough. They're going to start. Surprised they're not trying to finish off that B cap, but nobody's down yet, so. And there you go. Got Marmite taken down, and that is that match.
Yeah, it's going to be 11-2. NWA winning the second map. The third map will be Ministry. So GG to both teams. So now NWA is up 2 maps. This third map will be Ministry. And let's take it back to the desk. See what Torix has for us. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So what's up, Torix? What did you see during that match?
So admittedly, did not see a whole lot of the second half, but the one word I can say about this game has been Nate. So on market, Nate, everyone's solid, running up Barber, turning in flanker role, killing everybody, then all of a sudden turning into a bridge player, killing people on B, killing the people on Yellow Bridge. Totally just a huge thorn in the side of MDMA. It was made a huge difference. MDMA having to put a lot of focus into trying to hold the Barber flank while the whole time NWA is just running on B and capping it most of the rounds. Would have liked to see MDMA maybe run across and flash blue. Fisher did end up nading it, but would have liked to see more aggression to counter that. The cross picks. So Fisher starting out pretty well on his cross picks. But after Murdoch and Jaeger, the cross pick duo kind of picked him. It seemed we didn't see a lot of cross picks coming out of MDMA. So basically MWA, the Barber pressure and the B control and the cross picks just dominated the game.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, Nate was just a force to be reckoned with up in Barber, and the B control, like you said. I think, I mean, what could have MDMA just done differently? Like, do you think?
Well, as I said, Fisher did end up throwing the nade, which did actually get Nate, I believe. Also, to see aggression from top blue rather than just lower Barber. So running a flanker, chucking the flash across, and blinding Nate would have probably been a good counter too. So we didn't see a whole, I don't think we saw that once. Also, maybe peeking from a different spot on upper Kebab, Nate was basically pre-firing and killing that Kebab player a lot of rounds. So
Yeah.
switching it up, pressuring him back, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, and then, so what do you think about Ministry, Torix? I mean, what are we going to see here? I mean, NWA is a very aggressive team, and Ministry sometimes can favor those aggressive teams.
Yeah, but Nate, I mean, if we see any indication from these past games, his aggression has paid off very well for him today. So we need to see. I would like to see them counter the aggression. I would like to see someone run at Nate. I think what happens is he gets a few kills, and the thought is, oh, I have to sit back, when really hit him with some utility, hit him with a rush, etc. So we will see. The objective control has definitely gone to NWA these past 2 maps. So MDMA needs to counter those things. Objective pressure, find out where the flanks are just falling apart and countering that.
Yeah, we're definitely, on Ministry, we're definitely going to need to see some Balkan lower A control. If MDMA cannot at least hold balcony, if MDMA cannot hold balcony, it is going to be a problem for them. This balcony, this upper position right here that I'm showing you guys. Yeah, Balkan B are such a big, so important on Ministry. You need to hold them. So we'll see what these teams have. They're kind of filtering in the server right now. Gonna take like a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned. All right, looks like the teams are getting ready to go. We were waiting on one player, so we are back in action. So this is
You guys ready?
This is the third map.
Yeah.
And the best of 5.
Okay. Choose your side, life, and restart.
Yeah. So Ministry, you want to talk about the map or?
What? Give us a breakdown, Torx.
Well, Link, I've heard you make this comparison before. This map's a giant merry-go-round. Flanks on flanks on flanks. Basically, the focus being B and Balk. Balk being your power position to take B most of the time. You have a lot of cool lanes, tunnels going over B. What I like about Ministry, it's a very frustrating map sometimes. I can't say it's my favorite, but it definitely is a map with a lot of variation that you can do with your strats. So I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but it generally, I think the accepted wisdom is, take Balk, cap B. So I think we'll probably see a heavy Balk focus, especially from NWA, with Nate destroying everywhere he's rushed. So I expect to see him on Balk. We'll see who they put up there. But yeah. Security definitely with their speed advantage on B, getting there first. Insurgents having the right peak on Balk. Those are kind of two different advantages each side has.
Looks like we're going to be going live here. And like you said, Torx, Nate, Murdoch, Jaeger with a kill. Nate with another kill. And now it's a 4v1 in literally like 10 seconds. High heat by himself.
Nate just doing work again. Got to Balk early with MP5 and 2 quick kills.
Yeah, wow. And B is going to get capped. They're going to bring back Jaeger. High heat all by himself. I mean, if anyone can do it, High Heat can do it, but it's still going to be hard against a team like NWA. Wamp already in setup, looking behind him. And there he goes. He knows where he's coming from. He's flanking, and Wamp is going to get that frag. And it's going to be 1-0 for NWA. Holy cow, Alex.
Yeah, really, really quick round. Most of the action was right at the start, which you tend to find on this map. Like Torx said, this one's interesting and kind of like a merry-go-round because instead of most maps where everything's kind of on the same plane, on the same level, all the objectives are almost stacked on top of each other. So if you are losing, you can a little bit easier go to an off lane and try to capture an off objective. But didn't get to see that there because there's so many deaths in the first like 10 seconds as soon as the teams ran into each other.
Yeah, and like you're saying, you know, security, they're forced to play A because that is their objective, and the Insurgents have a little bit more freedom. So no nades coming out. Nate's just... Nate! Murdoch. Yeah, Nate gets taken down from balcony, and this is what they need to do, but Marmite getting picked off from Jaeger. Jaeger doing work from B tunnels. Marmite, or High Heat, trying to block B, but High Heat again, all by himself. This should be an easy frag. Yeah, and Zorito and Murdoch killing High Heat. 2-0.
Interesting there because Insurgents sent a lot of players B that round, and you know that security gets to that position on B for a cross pick, at least a pre-fire a lot earlier. So there was a lot of deaths on B due to that.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many frags coming out. Nate got flashed, which was a good job by the Insurgents to flash Nate. Nate got picked off on balcony.
Yeah, flashes definitely come into effect on this map. There's a lot of tight corridors. It's very easy to throw flashes in and try to flush players out, especially ones that keep on running the same round. But Nate's going pistol rush this time.
Oh, and Wamp getting a nade kill. Fisher getting a nade kill as well. So is Shield. Oh my goodness, so many frags coming out this round.
Jaeger is currently blocked on B.
Oh, but Fisher takes him out. And now it's just Wamp. Wamp's going to have to make what happened, but he does not. Marmite takes him down, and that's going to be the first round for MDMA. There were 3 frags there. That was crazy, Alex.
Yeah, it was a really, really quick. We've seen really quick rounds so far. Teams kind of running into each other. Lots of good pre-nades that round, too. You saw Nate, who's dominating the first couple of games, go down to an early nade there. So flashes and nades are going to become a really big thing, especially playing A for these rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Zarito and Fisher also got nade kills, so that was huge for MDMA. That was a great round by MDMA. I'm in trouble with my acronyms today. So there's gonna be the fire and 3 kills, just like you were saying. Holy cow, 3 kills by NWA.
Yeah,
Shield.
that B rush, and I'd like to see the insurgent team actually play some more lower A, or send like 2 lower A this game, because they seems like they're getting countered as soon as they try to send a player to B. Security gets there earlier, and they're getting some cross picks.
Just Fisher all by himself on the B. They know where he is, and he finally gets taken down by Zarito on that balcony position. NWA up 3-1. And like you were saying, MDMA just needs to put more pressure on B. They're losing a lot of bodies really quick. Or just, just hold lower.
Yeah, and the best way sometimes to defend B isn't to rush people right on to B, right on to B main. You like going lower A is a definite option, and obviously that's a lot of why Balk control is so good on this map, is because you can see almost all of B from Balk. So going to those lanes instead of rushing so many right to B, and it looks like they're taking a little bit of that this game instead.
Yeah, Haiheed trying to go to B. He sees the S1 player, but Captain Fisher's going to get picked from outside. So Haiheed knows there's a player outside, but does he see him? Needs to look outside. Yeah, he takes him down, and now in a total role reversal, it's just Jaeger. I was watching Haiheed on B, and in the meantime, MDMA did short work of NWA. So what was different that round, Alex?
Yeah, lots more aggression on the strong side of the map, pushing A, trying to go to Balk, that sort of thing. Instead of before where they're rushing, it seemed like 3B on the outside side, like they were the previous few rounds. Switching up the strats consistently definitely helps. You don't want to get locked into one specific strat that somebody can counter over and over and over again.
Yeah, absolutely. That aggression, like you just said, it's MDMA needs to be aggressive. They need to find their confidence and push out. Look at that flash and kill on Zarito. Textbook by Marmite. And Shield with a kill onto A. Dindo with a kill of his own. So now just the B players. And if anyone can do it, Murdoch and Jaeger trying to take him out, but MDMA answers and says no. So a great play by MDMA. Now it's 3-3. So we might be in for a closer match than we've seen on Ministry.
Yeah, MDMA is now doing that push into A lot more often, and seems to be establishing position. The 2 guys on security on B were doing some work late in that round, but they were basically cut off and didn't have any targets, and kind of were just sitting there for a while. So it allowed MDMA to take advantage of some of those power positions that are really important on this map.
Yeah. If you guys are just tuning in, this is the 3rd map of a best of 5 5v5 firefight. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Oh, wow. Haiheed and Shield getting 2 kills. Nate trying to answer in the balcony. Be able to get the kill. He does not. Haiheed and Marmite getting their own kills. So now just a 1v4. Wamp by himself. He's going to have to go down to C.
And here goes a little bit of the merry-go-round potential. You'll see how many people MDMA elects to rotate down to C.
Yeah, all they need to do is block. It looks like Shield is going to step on. Wamp might be able to kill, but he's got to be careful. because Fisher is flanking around, and now, for the first time in this series, MDMA is going to go up 4-3.
Yeah, is this the turning point? Is this the point where the team kind of gets cohesive, like starts playing together, and it seems like they're going a lot more aggressive these last few rounds, and it's paid off for them.
Yeah, and that is what they've. That's what honestly, that's kind of what they needed, the whole entire series, right? They didn't play Barber aggressive, and then they weren't really playing B aggressive on District. You know?
Yeah, when they're not getting there early and they're not letting the other team establish power positions, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. You're kind of giving them the advantage early on in the round, which they can carry through onto late. And if the other team's really good, like NWA, they're going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and like you were saying just now, they got a bunch of kills around the balcony. And as we can see from the sky cam, just all these players around B moving in and trying to kill this player. Fisher trying to stay alive. He's getting tons of kills, but it doesn't matter. And because
Nope, you got two guys coming back in from the cap on C, so.
yeah, and Whamp's gonna take down that player, or Nate, excuse me, is gonna take down Fisher from balcony. So now it's a 4-4. Another tie game, just back and forth gameplay on Ministry.
And if you're MDMA here, you don't have to blow out NWA here to win this. I mean, you just want to keep this close and try to be as aggressive as possible, as many times as possible. Continue to switch up the strats. And when you have a team that was undefeated in the regular season like NWA, you're going to want to take and get some close series and start getting some momentum swinging your side.
And just domination coming out. It's like back and forth gameplay. You know, one team gets 3 kills early, and then the next round, another team gets 3 kills early. And there's Zorito playing lower A, gets 1. Can he get another? Murdoch actually steals his kill. Zorito's got to be upset about that. Zorito pushing up onto balcony. Murdoch steals another kill from him. And C is at 50%. B is being blocked. A is being blocked.
And Shield's in a rough spot here. He's surrounded, basically.
And
Fisher sitting outside still in his position he's been holding the last few rounds. He's going to try to sneak on to B, but they're going to react to this from Balk.
And they're pushing outside. Fisher's going to get taken down by Jaeger. NWA coming back to the lead, 5-4. So this will be, we're going into the last round of this half. So first to 11 wins, 10 round halves. So MDMA doing well, needs to keep up with the aggression, Alex.
Yeah, the aggressive posturing on A have won them a lot of rounds. They're not going to win every one of these rounds when they're aggressive on A because the other team is going to counter some of them and do pre-flashes and pre-fires and that sort of thing. But they have to keep pushing it because that's where they've had their most successful rounds is pushing A hard. It looks like they're going mostly A again this round.
Yeah, Dendo pushing down mid. Gotta be careful and not get flashed. He doesn't. He's gonna push onto balcony. And NWA picking up 2 kills. Dendo missing the frag. On to S1, but he's gonna get killed. Marmite trying to answer. Fisher picking off from B. C is at 80% though. Wamp getting the cap for 3. Oh, Zorito I think ran out of ammo there. I don't know what happened on B.
And you see Marmite is going for the spawn kill here. Let's see if he needs at least a couple here. There's one.
Yeah, and then Wamp flanking the B player, kills Fisher. Wamp needs to block, but it doesn't matter because Murdoch is going to get the kill onto Marmite. And that's going to be 6-4 in favor of NWA. Now they're going to swap sides. Looks like Fisher is subbing out. Is there another MDMA player? We'll see.
Yeah, it looked like NWA in that round almost had like a delayed A push instead of their usual aggressive one, and that paid off for them that round.
Yeah, and Fisher actually was doing really well for MDMA on B. He was a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good like power position outside on B there. He's been lasting till late of the rounds. Just the rest of his team is dying on A typically.
All right. So I think let's let let's see what they will do here. I think Captain Fisher actually went offline, I believe. So it looks like we're gonna see a pause here. So let's bring it back to the desk and kind of get our #1 insurgency professional analyst, Torix. Let's bring it back to the desk. We just have a little bit of a pause right now. Torix, can you let us know what did you see there in that first half?
So definitely something you guys have already touched on. MDMA is turning it up, turning up the pressure on Balk. We saw Marmite especially countering Nate and Zorito a few times. Fisher playing out of his mind on B. There's a few times where it didn't necessarily pan out for him, but MDMA putting up a fight. Definitely impressed. All they have to do, if they can take pressure off Fisher, who is their B player, to where he can, stay alive, get a couple kills, and doesn't have to fight the whole team, I think they could really win some rounds. That being said, MWA is still playing very well. Murdoch, Jaeger, Nate, Zorito, definitely all playing well on Balkan B. So, yeah, I think we're seeing a good, even match for the most part on Ministry.
Yeah, just back and forth gameplay. It was MDMA finally putting the pressure on NWA. They just have needed to play aggressive, honestly, through the whole series, and they're finally doing so, and it is paying off. But is it too little, too late?
Well, I guess we'll have to see for the second half, but I don't think it's ever too late. So this is what we said they needed to do. You mentioned B on District, Barber on Market. They are not letting that happen on Belk. So
yeah, and that's
definitely excited.
Exactly what they needed to do.
That being said, Balk can sometimes be a lot harder on security with that left peak, and the fact that they have to play A. So we'll see if that changes things. But also Fisher could maybe, it may benefit him to play on B on security side. We'll see.
Yeah, looks like Fisher did crash. Looks like he's having some internet issues. Without function on music, that is kind of the nail in the coffin for MDMA, but now they are putting up a fight on Ministry. So we'll see. Still waiting. If you guys are just tuning in, you guys are watching the European DGL Finals, NWA versus MDMA, 5v5 firefight, best of 20. So first to 11, 10-round halves. I am one of your hosts, Link, joined by Alex and Torix. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you guys are just tuning in, if you don't have Insurgency, make sure you pick up a copy of it. And maybe Day of Infamy as well.
Yeah, Day of Infamy got a free weekend starting Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
This upcoming Thursday?
Yeah, this upcoming Thursday. So if you've never played Day of Infamy and you're watching, you're a big Insurgency fan, you can play it for free with your friends. And I'll go download a copy and try it out. And we'll have a bunch of streams and events going on starting next Thursday and throughout the weekend, showing off a lot of community content, thanking a lot of the people that have helped make the game a success so far. And yeah, pretty excited to show off Day of Infamy. At least something to help tide you guys over until Sandstorm comes out later this year.
Wow. And if you guys haven't heard, this has been confirmed a bunch of times, but there will be an open beta happening sometime. So
What?
be on the lookout for that. So wait, hold on, Alex. Can you just tell me, because I don't actually know this. So Sandstorm is going to be free for people who own Insurgency, right?
Yeah, I've heard that from like 50% of the Twitter and Discord messages that I get. But no, it's a brand new game, new engine, new game modes, ranking, matchmaking. We've added a ton of different stuff, and we're pretty excited. We've been testing it for a while and been testing it with competitive players specifically for a while now. And yeah, it's going to be exciting when it comes out. Excited to see what competitive looks like inside of Sandstorm.
Yeah. So wait a minute, you're telling me because I got Insurgency for $1, I don't get Sandstorm for free?
Yeah, damn, man. Like we don't do a lot of
You guys don't need
like
to eat.
in-game purchases and that sort of thing. So the only way we eat is by buying copies of our game. So if you want to support us by recommending our games to friends and that sort of thing. Try Day of Infamy out this weekend if you're Insurgent.
Yeah,
And if you like it, go buy it. Yeah.
Day of Infamy actually was a mod of Insurgency, and then you guys picked it up and actually made it a real thing.
Yeah, fleshed it out. Coming from a modding background, it's really important to us. So
Looks like they are going live right here, so I'm going to switch us back over. I think we were going live just quite yet, but there we go. There's a quick round. Holy cow. That round ended before I could barely even switch back over. 7-4.
that is the quickest round we've had so far. Yeah. Basically, I think the team went from 5 up to dead within a period of 5 seconds there.
Yeah. Now I was trying to check console there. I thought they said. Oh, I know why. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, sorry about that. I missed the first round of the second half. So 7-4 in NWA going up. That was so quick. The last time I read chat, they said they were going to be live on restart. But anywho, so security now having that left peek on balcony might be hard. So Nate with the pistol rushing onto balcony. Is he going to be able to get a kill? He gets flashed and picked off by Marmite. Marmite now rushing. Going to get refragged. So it's a 3v2 very quickly. Wamp looking for the kill onto S1. He's going to get it. C is at 50%. Kills coming out all across the board. GFM has C at 75%. So we're going to see a full reset here, Alex.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are going to be able to cap a point here. You see, I think Wamp is going back for a spawn camp here, but it doesn't look like... It looks like maybe one will end up going his way.
Yeah, Phaser is actually going to block. And he's going to get the refrag. Wamp killed one, but it wasn't enough. Now Murdoch is going to cap, and we're going to see a reset. And the hard thing here is that Phaser needs to decide what he needs to do, because he can't cap A and get his team back. So it's going to be a 1v5.
Murdoch going for the super aggressive spawn camp position.
Yeah, so they know that GFM is on A. Murdoch is going for the flank. Wow, Phaser! GFM with the kill onto Nate. That was incredible.
But they force him off the point.
Yeah, GFM blocks. Wow, he is just... Wow, GFM.
Those pre-fires.
GFM is going off the chain right now. He's trying to get to C, but he's not going to make it. We're going to see another full reset. GFM runs down, and he's going to get picked off by Nate. NWA winning that 8-4. So, yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, this is the third map. The first two maps were District and Market. We are now on Ministry. If this goes to a game 4 and 5, you will see Station and Embassy. NWA won the first two maps 11-2. So 11-2, 11-2. This match is much more closer. MDMA finally playing aggressive and it paying off. NWA had a great mid-round play there, though, Alex.
Yeah, definitely. They basically locked him out of A. They kept on stepping on spawn, and even though he was getting kills, they kept on controlling the point, meaning he couldn't spawn his team back in.
Wow, and a quick pick by Murdoch. Nate getting a pistol rush. Will he get another? He jumps into shield. And now it's a 4v3. GFM is on C. Zorito looking for this player on B, or A, looks the wrong way. Shield gets taken down. Dendo takes down Murdoch. Jaeger caps B, but GFM caps C. So a full reset coming into play. GFM looking for kills. Gets the kill on the El Zorito. And there's the cap onto A, so that kill that he got is going to be A. Jaeger gets one kill. He's got to be careful. There's another guy outside. I know that he's not expecting that. Shield! Shield gets the kill. GFM kills Murdoch. Now it's going to be a 2v2 as Nate gets a kill, but Wamp gets another. So now it's going to be a 2v1, Alex.
Yeah, GFM, even being by in their spawn, basically delayed NWA's players, but it didn't matter. He was on the wrong side of the map and basically exposed the rest of his team to a 3-on-2 scenario. So even though he got work done and got kills in spawn, his rest of the team took the brunt of the hits and basically lost that round.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job. I mean, since he came in at the half, he's now 6-3. So he's having some impressive play going on there. I mean, he's capping C for free.
I mean, he basically killed and distracted half their team into staying near their spawn, which should have left other points open for his team, but the rest of his team kind of let him down that round.
Yeah, and Nate trying to play onto Balk with that pistol. Murdoch with another pick onto High Heat. We're seeing some lower A plays. Zorito dominating. Can he get another kill? Jaeger actually wall bangs him, and then Wamp gets another kill, and now it is a 4v1. Holy cow. Shield with a nice pick on Zorito. But B is at 80%. I don't know if he's going to be able to recover here, Alex.
No, he's going to have to look quick. He's prioritizing his own life right now, but it gets taken down anyway.
Yeah, and now it's 10-4. This could be a match point. I mean, MDMA is going to have to win 6 rounds, take it to overtime, and then win in overtime. I mean, you know, they made it this far to the finals, so they could definitely pull it off. Unfortunately, you know, without some of their starters on, it might be hard for MDMA to pull this off.
And as soon as NWA got onto Insurgent side, they've been dominating this map.
Yeah, you get a little more freedom on Insurgents because you don't actually have to play B, right? High Heat has been picked off, running into B almost every round. But not this round. High Heat going to S1. Looking for that desk player. Marmite picks off Nate. And Zorito running around trying to look for kills. Zorito running up the balcony. Gets one. See the S1 player. Oh, and picks coming across from both teams. A now being capped. Murdoch hears this player. He's going to prone in behind him and kills him. Oh my goodness.
Wall bang. Wow.
And Wamp is going to... Is he going to cap A or is he going to round down to C? Is Phaser getting off C? No, he's not. There we go. GFM's going... I keep calling him Phaser. GFM. GFM capping Charlie. Is he going to go back up to A? Wamp definitely hears him.
He's set up for him.
Oh my goodness! GFM is playing so well on this map with the C cap and the kill onto Wamp. Murdoch baited B.
Yeah, Murdoch's going for a spawn camp, but everybody's by him at this point.
Yeah,
he doesn't know it.
Marmite kills Nate on the outside. Murdoch looking for these kills. It's a 2v4 though. Murdoch knows that there's 2 on. Murdoch actually gets the kill onto High Heat through the wall. 40 seconds remaining. B is being capped up. Jaeger is on C. C is now blocked. He kills one. He knows there's another. Can Jaeger clutch from C? 20 seconds remaining. Oh, nice try, Jaeger, but finally gets taken down by Marmite. Here is the comeback that MDMA needs. Well, they need it.
And they can't slip here. They have to win basically 6 straight rounds. So you got to keep up the pressure in every one of these lanes and continue to switch tactics like they were when they were winning on the opposing side.
Yeah, I mean, that for a little while there, that could have gone either way. I mean, but MDMA came out at the end. So 5 to 10 in favor of NWA. NWA kind of relaxing a bit there. NWA needs to keep the pressure on to secure this victory. It'll be a complete shutout. Cerrito getting a pick onto Dindo as he tried to rush up. Getting another pick, Cerrito going off right now. Does he see this Balk player? He needs to be careful. He jumps right into him. He knows he's been called out. C is being capped up. A is being capped. So B is going to be double capped, it looks like. Jaeger looking for this kill. He's going to get it. Will we see a block onto C this time, though? GFM has been capping C for free every round, Alex.
Yep, and you're going to see Womp move preemptively for the spawn camp. He's going really aggressive on it, too.
Yeah, but most of these players aren't going to push through. They know they got to be careful. And 3 kills coming out quickly. Wamp trying to jump, but dying. C being capped. Murdoch going for it as well. Dendo and High Heat have an uphill battle. They have to keep this alive. Jaeger getting taken down. 3v2. Dendo capping B. Are they just going to let him cap?
Looks like it. Their entire team basically almost moved into the same spot for some reason. And now High Heat stepping on B, and he's going to be able to cap it.
And there's going to be a pick. They're going to let him cap the objective. Nate playing with that shotgun. Getting 1 pick. Can he get another? He gets another pick with the shotgun. Can he get a third? It's 5v1 now. It's 5v1. And Nate finally getting taken down.
This is going to be really rough. The timer is coming down, and
He's got to do
B's
something.
about to get capped.
Yeah, and that's going to be the final there, 11 to 5. GG's. MDMA doing much better on that map than they have in the whole final. So NWA is actually going to win 3-0. So
Yeah,
that was
congratulations to NWA. Basically undefeated throughout the entire season, and with some very lopsided scores as well.
Yeah. So let's bring it back to the desk and see what we had there. So that's going to be the finals of the series. So 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the desk. So yeah, NWA winning 3-0, winning their all 3 maps in a row. What did you see there, Torx?
Yeah, so obviously MDMA losing Fisher second half. The sub doing pretty well, though, so I can't blame it all on that. So MDMA was definitely kind of spread thin that second half. So they had a guy going C I believe it was Phasure, who definitely played very well. But going for that C cap, a lot of times NWA would concede it and opt for map control. So even though MDMA was responding people that second half, NWA would get the spawn camps, was all over the map, and would just play that very disciplined late round play that you see from very experienced players. Cerrito definitely doing very well that second half from desk. The first half we did already talk about, but unfortunately NWA just kind of just taking control, especially that second half. A lot of map control coming out of them.
Yeah, I think, GFM actually played really well. I think we would have seen a different game had Function and Music been in for MDMA. I think that was kind of the consensus there.
Yeah, that being said, Marmite, especially that first half, was doing pretty well on Balk. I mean, a lot of times you see Function on Balk, but I can't necessarily fault MDMA for that first half.
Yeah, I think that they finally played aggressive, and that is exactly what they needed to do, on district and market. And it paid off, but it was just kind of too late.
Yeah, a lot of those rounds came out of just some late round discipline by NWA. C is a very hard objective to kind of retake. It's dark. There's only so many entrances. The quickest entrances being those AC stairs or scissors, however you want to call them. So it was definitely an interesting play by NWA to just opt for spawn camps and map control, playing for that late round.
Yeah, I mean, what did you think, Alex?
Yeah, I mean they had very good communication. I mean, if you take this entire series in general, I mean, NWA was covering every angle at every point of the round, and while they did run into some difficulties, especially with a little bit with the balk control, at least this last round, in general. I'd love to hear their comms during those games because their communication, them covering like various angles, was very good, and especially to hear if Nate was going off during those rounds too, especially the
On
market.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I think yeah, that was the if you guys are just tuning in, you guys kind of missed it. There was the European finals. It was a best of 5. I won't try to spoil it for you, but European finals for the DGL season, 5v5 firefight. The NA semifinals, I think we still have to play our game. Our game is going to be on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then the finals for NA will be happening as well. And then we are going to be having a tournament June 2nd, June 3rd. You're going to need to... Registrations will open shortly for that tournament. That's just going to be for teams. Check out our Discord, discord.thedgl.org. And you can join up on our Discord and look for a team or create a team or look for players, etc. Registration will be open shortly for that. We also host pickup games, and then usually every Friday night, almost every Friday night, we have a little pickup game tournament that you can play in, which is a good way to get your feet wet and kind of get your introduction to competitive insurgency. So, and then like you were saying, Alex, you said check out Day of Infamy this week coming up Thursday. It's going to be free, correct?
Yeah, free weekend. It's not often that a game gets a Steam free weekend because there's a bunch of, well, even AAA titles that are vying for those positions, and we've been lucky enough with Day of Infamy to get get 2 within the last 6 months. So it's a big opportunity for us. Last time I think we saw the number of concurrent players spike up to about 15,000. So it's going to be a big weekend for us. And if you're an Insurgency player that's never tried Day of Infamy before, I definitely invite you to go try it out starting next Thursday at 1 p.m.
Sweet, yeah. And I think you guys everyone is looking forward to Sandstorm. Cannot wait. It's coming out later this year. And then there's going to be that open beta that you talked about. We're all super, super excited. Looking forward to that. You have anything to add, Torx?
Yeah, I mean, definitely fun matches to watch. It's always fun to cast. Thank you guys for showing up. Thanks to NWI for hosting us on the front page. Look out for that tournament coming up June 2nd and 3rd. Registration is coming soon. And we are by no means done with Insurgency action leading up to Sandstorm. I'm personally excited to play that. So.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, I agree. Thanks so much, Alex, for putting us on the front page and whatnot, always being there.
Yeah, and I want to thank you guys for organizing. I know we're not done completely with this DGL season yet. We still got NA to go, but yeah, the EU teams, congratulations on a great season, and thanks to you guys for helping to organize the teams together, get cast together, that sort of thing, and for all the players that try competitive, because we're gonna try to make this a bigger and bigger thing as we go into Sandstorm in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super excited to see the future. And yeah, we are not done. But thanks so much to everyone for tuning in and watching. GG's to MDMA and NWA. Um, Make sure you guys follow us for more competitive insurgency action. The NA finals still to come. Still needs to be scheduled, so we'll see when that will happen. But it should be here in the next 2 weeks or so. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys later.
Later, guys. Thanks.
Bye, guys.